funny. He's at the door, his face smushed up against the door. He's ready for me to bring out his food. He's waiting and waiting. I bring out the food and then he decides to go to the bathroom. Let me help. That's Morris. Let me help get you back to your spot. Come on, Tux. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Eating over here with no waiting. Come on, Tux. Tuxie. All right, I lifted His Royal Highness to his eating station. Oh, goodness. Stripe was here. He was inside and ate a little bit and then went outside. He's probably in the front yard on his walkabout. Let me fix the 2 water bowls that are frozen. The water's all refreshed now. Marty's jam as he goes back and forth between Tux and Morris. Whichever dry chow seems better. We actually are out of the good stuff. We mix in with the maybe less unhealthy stuff. I don't approve of dry chow at all, but you got to do what you got to do when you're feeding 8. We all know I'm working hard with the chicken to try to supplement some real food in there as best I can. It's a lot of work deboning the chicken. So the heating pads went off last night after we went to bed at 1 a.m. We were up watching some good Apple TV a little late. It's, you know, everybody, for Saturday night, weekend night. So we slept in a bit. But the heating pads went off sometime after we went to bed. It was 29 last night. I wasn't happy about it. But everybody's okay. Panther was in his doghouse, which is probably a little warmer than just being up in the chair with the heat off. The doghouse has heat too if it's running. Anyway, it's back up. This cable that runs over here that the Penguin was plugged into, it seems to trip the GFCI. It was fine for a month and fine through the rainstorm and then not fine last night. I don't know. Anyway, probably condensation water. There's plug down on that end over there or something. So we're going to go walk here in a bit. I'm going to edit later. My files aren't where they need to be to edit this morning. There was a little mishap with stuff last night on my computer. It unplugged itself and didn't do what it was supposed to. And anyway, it's doing it now. It's doing it now. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I put a little food out for him last night, which I see didn't get eaten. It's probably pretty cold at this point, but I'll leave it out here. Maybe later in the day when Spot comes, it'll get ate. It's certainly cold enough it's not spoiled. Hi. Hello, buddy. Good boy. You've come such a long way from the boy that it took 6 months to even let me touch. He was the original kitty on the property when I showed up. Him and Dawn had a I won't bother you if you won't bother me understanding. He used to sleep in the back of the bed of the old EV pickup truck. Dawn had a tarp over top of it and he would burrow down in there to stay warm. I was very worried when we started disrupting things so that he couldn't sleep back here, but he came to live on the front porch and that's worked out really well. It's a pretty day. It's going to be up near 60, so we cannot complain. I'm not complaining. Oh, all right. Well, they're on. Don unplugged that one cable. That did seem to be the cause of the trouble. I mean, all I can do is check in the morning and check at night and watch for power glitches during the day. If it was going to be in the low 20 or the teens, I would worry a bit more, but I know what these guys can take. I want them to take as little as possible, but I know they're okay. So there was a post on this Grown and Flown, basically college parents' Facebook page last night about how cold it was in certain places and people with feral cats over the summer and trying to scramble to do something for the kitties to keep them from dying out there in the cold. And there's a lot of talk about styrofoam coolers, especially the one from Omaha Steaks are great, and use, I think it's hay or straw, not mulch or other things. And I put out a thing about the heating pads. So the one person, the feral cat was sleeping in a chair on a covered porch, and these heating pads that are inside these towels, some of them have been going for over 5 years and they work great. You know, it's like a $35 investment right now. They were actually a little pricey. I think animal people buy them in the winter. You want to buy them in the summer. You want to buy them off season, right? So anyway, I put out some information. It has to be the one that has this auto off button. Power it on and hit auto off, because so it'll stay on forever. Otherwise it defaults to 2 hours, and that's, you know, not helpful. Don't buy one that doesn't have the auto off feature. That one Sunbeam one, they just have to keep making it. Hopefully they know how important and popular it is. And the cats, they don't like the safe kitty ones that you have to lay on it and then it gets warm. That's supposed to be better for the cats. They won't use it. It's just, if they can't feel it on their feet that, oh, this is warm, I should sit down here, they're not staying. That's my experience anyway. So hopefully the people that were trying to help the kitties where it was dangerously cold were able to get some stuff hooked up for them. My heart goes out to those kitties. Good morning, Gray. Hi. Hey there, sweet girl. I will be in to sit with you, just not first thing today. Hi, hon. Hi. Hi, sweet girl. You smell the other cats and outside and all the stuff that's on my jacket. Did I show that Johnny loaded up his coins before he went, his poker chips for the BattleBot wins before he went back to school? He did. Horrible glare, but you get the gist. They fit perfectly. So last night I went to Rebrickable, looked at the inventory for the castle, figured out the part number for this vehicle mud guard. Went over to Bricklink, put in that part number, chose white, and looked at all the sets that contained this part in white. And the Boutique Hotel, which I had, is one of them. It also had the 1x4 medium nougat brick. Now, I could have gone through the instructions for the Boutique Hotel and tried to figure out what bag the part was in, but that really isn't very efficient. I just pulled the bags out of the box one at a time, moved them around in my hands. There's only one of these in the set. Found it. And what I'm going to do, what I do if I do this, is I just cut a small spot in the corner, push the part I want out, and then tape it back up. Now, if I were going to sell that set, that would not be a good idea to do, but I have full intentions of putting the set together, and just in a future Bricklink order, I'll order another one of these. It's not a rare part or anything. And that'll let me keep building with the castle today without any issues. Now, Lego has gone to paper bags inside the boxes, which I am totally against, because I'm not convinced that it's better for the environment, and it's harder for builders because you can't. Some people want to look ahead and pull out the minifigures early, or people are looking for parts like me, or they're breaking up the set and they want to pull out rare parts or things to sell, but maybe not all the other bags yet. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why being able to see what's in the bag is good and paper is bad. And I would say the cardboard boxes for the minifigures are a complete disaster, because people are just stealing them and opening them because they're so frustrated trying to get. I mean, Lego could solve that if they would just mark what it was and let people buy the ones they want, but since it's a random 1 of 12, you don't necessarily know what you're getting. We think there's a QR code thing on some of the boxes, but only some to break it. Anyway, this whole cardboard and paper with Lego it's off to a rough start. Uh-oh, what's going on up here? Hopefully somebody's house isn't on fire.
Right.
They're heading into the business over here.
Maybe not. It sure is a pretty fire truck.
Fire runner. Yeah, the house, okay.
Huh?
Well, I hope everybody's okay.
Yep. Where would you like to go?
I guess our usual we don't,
You want to go to a loop, Fleming Loop, or walk around it? Although it's not super windy.
Nah, our usual.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Can you see all the birds up there? And those are light colored birds. I wonder.
I don't know.
Well, sometimes over by the landfill we get seagulls. We get shorebirds that come inside come inland during the winter, but I don't know. But those are very white. They could be seagulls.
Yeah, they could be seabirds.
Here's our favorite incline on the walk. It's not bad over here where the wind is blocked, but coming down beside the road, wow, that wind was pretty strong. The creek is still really high and the sun is hitting the water down there just right. It sounds pretty and it looks pretty. Well, Don's in trouble because I want him. I sure hope nobody comes and takes him while we walk back to Jules. Come on, Donnie, walk faster, walk faster. I'm so afraid somebody's going to get back up there and take my statue.
Yeah, let's see. The base probably weighs 120, maybe.
Well, right. The statue I could move with my foot, but the bird bath base was heavier.
Yeah, the statue is probably 75 pounds.
But if it's gone before we get back up there, I'll be so upset. It's just my luck we parked remote today instead of in the parking lot. Don wants to go get the van though. That's Jules telling me I'm speeding on my driveway. Don wants to wash Ruby, so I didn't switch cars. I'm gonna go wait by the statues because it's gonna take him 5 or 10 minutes to get the van keys, get the battery trickle charger off, load up the ramp thing that he wants to make it easier to get the base in. And I'm gonna go sit with my statues because if somebody else takes them before I get them, I will be in a bad mood the rest of the day. It will affect my mood. I'll try not to be in a bad mood. But, and then I'm gonna go up to Walmart by myself. We need kitty litter and, yeah, I told Don, please go get kitty litter. And he went out and he lifted up the recycle bin and he lifted up the kitty litter underneath it thinking it was heavy, and he said it almost hit the ceiling because it was kind of a cartoon thing. It was sort of funny. He thought it was full. He lifted it like it was full and it was that little empty, lightweight plastic. Anyway, it's not an emergency, but I need kitty litter. And there was actually something else we were going to Walmart for before that, and I can't remember what that is right now, so I'll need to remember. You know, when you're thinking about Legos and Hot Wheels, it's so hard to remember the things that you're really supposed to get at Walmart. Yeah, I'll have to look up how to pronounce the Italian name again, but it's basically, the guy is the patron saint of gardens versus animals or cats. That's the only two that would have been better, is St. Francis or the patron saint of cats, which is a woman whose name I also had trouble pronouncing, but I will take the patron saint of gardens as well. I don't talk about it much because I try to keep politics and religion off the channel, but I was raised Catholic in New Jersey. I attended St. Gregory the Great in Hamilton Square and was headed to Catholic high school, except we moved to North Carolina. You didn't send your kids to Allentown, and I forget which Catholic school it was that had the high school, but I was going to be, I was in regular elementary school when we moved, but I was probably headed to Catholic high school if we had not moved. Well, the good news is they're still here, and now I'm kind of blocking them so people can't see them. I'll move when Don pulls up with the van. He promised me that a man had to have dropped them off. I think because they're so heavy, and also they might not value them. And then he said there's no way a woman was going to come and pick up maybe the statue, but not the base. It's just too heavy for one person. And anyway, he tried to comfort me. No one will take them while we finished our walk. And I hauled. You should have seen me move with that 10 pounds for a freebie. I moved really quick. Wow, look at that shiny car. Thank you, Donnie.
Yeah, she's pretty like you.
I mean, aww. Out here in this wind.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
Yeah, did it go in your face some?
A little bit, but not bad. I got 2 layers on.
Okay. Thank you for being cold for me. I know it wasn't an easy car wash today.
Well, I wore gloves, and that really helped. My hands didn't, turn into ice cubes.
Good. She does look so much better. Like I said, we ran through a construction site the other day. There was mud all over the road.
Yeah.
There wasn't any way around it, and she looked horrible.
Yeah, and I will do, the windows haven't been done, and of course I haven't done the black. We'll do that tomorrow's a holiday, so I should be able to get out and put a few minutes on it, no problem tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, you won't be on conference calls. Don's going to work a little bit tomorrow, but no meetings. He might actually get some real work done.
Yeah, I got to coat something up, and I'm not done with it, so I got to get that coat.
I'm prepping shepherd's pie and in Pogo battling for Typhlosion. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's a special raid day thing going on today, and last one though. There's the yummy meat mixture. It's kind of taco meat, but it's half pork, half hamburger. A lot of onion and garlic, and then peas, which I like to get with the carrots when I can, and this time I could, so. What you got, Tux? What you got? He was just out here rolling in the yard. I don't see anything there that would be exciting for a cat, but you never know. Hi, boys. So Don, oh, I didn't mean to scare Spot. He was starting to come up for the night. He'll come again. He's hungry. He's not going to go away that long. He just got out of the way over there. I'm so sorry, Spot. Did you guys see him? He was just on the other side of the driveway there by the creek area. Oh, he looks so good. I told Don any place along in here that wasn't on top of a fern. He put him dead center. Well, I mean, doesn't that not look good there? That is so awesome. Thank you to the person that put him up there at the recycle area and you know, gave it away to somebody instead of the landfill. Thank you. There's the finished product. It's time to eat. Well, I didn't get a chance to work on the castle at all today. It's already 7:20, but I'd really like to work for an hour. You know, I don't usually go very long in the evenings, if at all. But yeah, I'm going to work for a little bit. There's a lot of white ornamentation up here, and it takes some thought, and you know, doing it in small stages is fine. Well, it's 8:40 and I did several. Let me just do one more step, and that was 10 steps ago. I'm on 325 now. This is going to be a wreath. There's one here and one here, but it's 50 steps ahead. I don't know why. I almost wanted to do it, except for that was going after a bunch more parts I didn't have handy. The tower over here got taller, and there's a lot more stained glass added here to the backside. So it's coming along.